Anyway, I've made some more progress here at Jethro's Garage. Ha! Sketchy Fabrication Division, which is actually, once again, not fabricating shit, except a bunch of stories. Anyway, without further ado, I have gotten this engine completely freed up. I discovered that the exhaust valve was stuck open. It is no longer stuck open. I basically poured some automatic transmission fluid down there, rolled the engine where the valve should be closed, and I just tapped it shut with a ball-peen hammer. And I got it freed up to the point that I assisted the spring by pushing down with the handle of a hammer. And now she opens and closes nice. I then took a little bit of sandpaper. I got between the valve seat and the valve, and then I did it between the valve on this edge of the valve. And I got the seats cleaned up real nice. I said, and we now have, we wind this up. I had to do a couple things. One, clean the rust off the flywheel magnets. Two, I had to clean and gap the points. The points are in this little box, and they're actuated, I believe, by a rod off of the camshaft. It's pretty neat not having the points under the flywheel. Makes them a lot easier to service. So anyway, I don't know if you can keep an eye on that right there, but after gapping and cleaning everything, we now have a pretty decent spark. So I've cleaned all the carbon out of the head. The head gasket actually looks pretty good. I mean, it's just a very simple gasket. I'm going to go ahead and put the head back on there. The gas tank is right here. It's got rust in it, and I've got it soaking with some white vinegar in it to try to dissolve that rust. And I realize I should pull the carburetor apart and everything, but just all I want to do today, get the head on it, squirt some gas in the carburetor throat. I just want to hear this thing for my own enjoyment go pop, pop, pop. So anyway, there you have it. All right, I've got the cylinder head back on. And yeah, that is actually Jethro's messy ass garage. Sacrilege. I used an actual torque wrench, despite the fact that the manual says to tighten the bolts down snugly, and using a 6-inch bar, tighten each bolt a quarter turn in a crisscross pattern. Yep, I actually used a torque wrench, folks. Anyhow, I've had her popped already. Let's see if she'll pop again. All right. Now I can focus on pulling the carburetor apart, going through that, getting the gas tank cleaned out, getting some tires on this thing, finding out if all the gears and everything work, and then to rig up some sort of a sulky. So, you know, I can actually stand and ride on this thing and drive it around. Hell yeah! All right. Well, I hope, may he rest in peace, that my wife's papa, or her grandfather, and her great-grandfather, who this probably belonged to initially, are smiling up now. That's all, folks.